Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Doyle, aka the Big D of Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, back again with another review in my spooktacular October. This time I bring to you the 1985 cult classic of a dark comedy horror flick, The Return of the Living Dead. Directed by Dan O'Bannon, starring Clu Gulager, who that same year would appear in Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge, with James Karen, Don Calfa, Tom Matthews, Miguel A. Nunez Jr., he was credited as just Miguel Nunez, who appeared as Demon in Friday the 13th, A New Beginning that same year. John Philbin, Beverly Randolph, Jill Shepard, Brian Peck, Linnea Quigley, Mark Venturini, and more. Well, now I just finished watching this on Prime for the first time ever, and I must admit, it was pretty darn funny in some parts, and pretty bloody too. Anyway, the film's the story of how a warehouse owner, accompanied by his two employees, a mortician friend, and a group of teenage punks deal with the accidental release of a horde of brain-hungry zombies onto an unsuspecting town. I'm really not going to try and give too much detail or anything, so there really won't be much spoilers or anything like that. The film has a pretty good soundtrack as well. Now, Frank Johnson shows his new hire, Freddy, around the Unida Medical Supply Warehouse, which is its very fine name. Yeah, and informs that the film Night of the Living Dead was based on a true case. But anyway, let me see now. Apparently, I will tell you that well, now as you may know, a spill of experimental military chemical named 2,4,5-trioxin, my mistake. Sorry, I just need a little help. Sorry. Resulted in the reanimation of the dead. And the incident was contained and covered up, but through a clerical error, the drums contained the chemical and the original zombies were sent to Unida, where they have remained for the last 15 years. But soon, after showing the drums to Frank accidentally unleashes toxic gas from one. And the gas renders the two unconscious and makes its way through the building's ductwork. And they discover that a veterinary specimen and a cadaver in cold storage had been reanimated. And soon, they just couldn't believe what was going on. And soon, Bert, who was the guy who ran the company, I believe, he decided that the only option to incinerate the corpse was to a nearby mortuary owned by his friend Ernie. Yeah, it's pretty silly, huh? Anyway, after they finally took care of that zombie, but anyway, Freddy's friends, bunch of punk rockin' dudes and girls, well, are killing time in the nearby cemetery called I believe it was called the Reincarnation Cemetery. Yeah, that's it. That's what it's called. And apparently his girlfriend leaves to meet him at the warehouse. But anyway, later she's attacked by the mysterious Tarman zombie. Yeah, that's a pretty cool zombie. And soon, Arnie burns the remains of the corpse. But unfortunately, the chemical smoke from the burning remains contaminates the air, starting a heavy acid rainfall that begins to soak into the soil of the cemetery, resurrects everyone. So anyway, the fun really begins. I'm really not going to give more details, but I am going to say they had to go through all sorts of things. I even know one of them, which was Frey's friends. Forgot what her name was. I think Trash. I think was her name, and of course she was a buff zombie, and by that I mean she was in the full buff. Can you believe that? I couldn't. Even though before that acid rain, she looked pretty hot in the buff. I'm sorry, everyone. Please don't get offended by my talk about female nudity and what have you. But anyway, I'm going to say that I really enjoyed the movie. The cast, what they did that, the characters were absolutely funny, and the zombies, the living dead, were absolutely very good. Take out, but everybody getting in their brains. That's gonna hurt. I didn't want to do it too loud because, well, I'm just gonna say that was just so killer, and it had some bloody moments of it, some gory moments actually. Anyway, the movie did all right, and since then became a cult classic and became well known for its soundtrack with punk rock, death rock, what have you. Yeah, and we're going to have I believe 4 sequels. Now, unfortunately, second one's not on Prime, so I apologize. But the third one is, I am going to watch it. Not going to review it though, because I've got enough stuff to review, and I am going to take this 1 or 2 reviews a day, maybe. No, not maybe. I will. But anyway, The Return of the Living Dead was an absolute fun-filled gore fest. Would I recommend this to you, any of you horror fanatics? Hell yeah. Definitely check out The Return of the Living Dead. It's pretty darn killer. Anyway, tell me what you thought about The Return of the Living Dead in the comments section. Like and subscribe to my channel for more Spooktacular October. Now, I'm deciding that tomorrow I'm going to take a break from reviews. And I'll be back on more later in the week. I may wait until give a day or 2. I don't know. It's my choice. That way I can let y'all catch up on what videos you might have missed or want us to see. So I think you should be happy to know that. Anyway, thank you again for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.